Are you all there? Yeah, am I audible to all of you? Richa, Atul? Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so we'll begin the day. Today we have the subject of management process and organization. I guess you got the books. Some of you might have. Okay, some have, and some are in the process of receiving it. Anyways, I have the book with me, and today we'll take up the subject. And if you can see it properly, those who have seen it, we have undergone a syllabus change of the subject, and what you would, what we would be touching upon the subject is in terms of what is management, kind of overview and key components, management as a field, what are organizations, management functions and roles, management skills, management in changing environment. Then we would also be talking about the history and evolution of management, because all that you have we are seeing in the management process has to do with past, and way back in 1800 the concept was still there. So we're looking at important contributions, trends and issues. Then we'll look at organizational and environmental constraints, the environmental effects, important environmental elements, internal and external environment, global environment and management, social responsibility and managerial ethics. This is the complete syllabus we would be touching upon in the next 4 sessions. Then you have social responsibility versus social responsiveness, managerial ethics, planning and decision making, strategies, policies and planning premises, essentials of planning and MBO, decision making fundamentals, organizing, power and authority, staffing, leadership, ingredients of leadership, managing conflict and negotiation, control techniques and IT, and then we'd be looking at some of the case studies also. Yeah. So if you look at the complete syllabi, we are seeing the concept of management. What is an organization? How do you define management? The management process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. That's what we'll be touching on in this subject. If you look at today's lecture, what I'm going to do is introducing you to management, foundations of modern management, the management process, types of managers, management roles and skills, the open systems view, contingency perspectives, key issues facing managers today, learning about management, and at the end of the day, of course, knowing this subject should make you a successful manager. Right? So you could all hear me? Yeah? Great. Yeah. So I'll carry on. Go ahead with the class. Okay. If you look at the history of management, the basic idea is what are the key takeaways from these management thoughts, like probably classical management thinking? What ideas were represented by the human resource approaches? What is the role of quantitative analysis in management? What is unique about systems view and contingency thinking? What are the continuing themes of the 21st century? Now, before I define what is management and what is organization, what I would like you to view is some of the trends that we have witnessed in the past 3-4 years. What are the challenges and what are the managerial response, as continuing to be the managerial response, because it's very, very significant from the organization and a managerial perspective. So we went through a global financial crisis where the challenges were like stopping erosion of net worth of organizations, ensuring survival through continued business and stream of resources, avoiding large-scale retrenching of employees. That were the challenges, but we actually saw harsh retrenchments taking place. The managerial response. Yeah, Rinki, you are asking me something? Yeah, Rinky, tell me what's the question? Yeah, continue. What is the question? What is the question, Rinky? Just these are some introductory points that can just show the relevance of management and the managerial challenges each one of us would have being part of the organization, right? So probably you once you have the books, I don't think you will need all these points. So just be attentive what is being discussed here right now. Yeah. Yeah. So the managerial response has been to come out with greater transparency in dealing with customers, empathy, being ready, move beyond cost cutting towards innovation and fundamental changes in the product offering, processes and operations. The trends continue where we see more of globalized markets, intensifying competition, rapidly evolving technology. What the challenges in front of the organization is the organizations trying to be more responsive, efficient technology utilizing India's unique advantages such as vast human resource pool, sustainable business and industry. If I look at the managerial response towards the challenges, learning, innovation and improvisation has become a constant feature. Quality management programs that has help establish delicate balance between costs, improving product performance and threat to natural environment, developing indigenous and indigenized technology and products that are locally relevant. So we continue to, if I look at the some of the trends that are there in India, liberalized and privatized economy in the global arena, more of liberalization and privatization being emphasized. Challenges are increasing volatility and uncertainty of the business environment, vanishing protection, relative stability and predictability expected. So partnership between the government agencies and the industries in attempt towards greater readiness for competition, networking and partnership with other organizations through arrangements such as joint ventures, agreements and collaborations, improving managerial choice and decision making involving technology, capacity, pricing and capital, know-how and expertise. The trends continue where we see a lot of confusion between the Western and traditional indigenous practices. I hope I'm audible. Balancing work values required to create and maintain work culture that supports efforts towards meeting emerging challenges. Shortage of required skills, less inclusive development, trial and error with hybrid convergent methods, combining values from the West and Indian tradition both rather than rejecting traditional frameworks and values or blind adoption of Western frameworks. So we are seeing a blend of Western and Eastern values. Yeah, the trends continue. If I look at the current premise that is there in the organization, it's the belief in human capital, reaffirmation of belief in the human capital. No audio? Yeah, Alok, am I audible? Demise of command and control, quality conscious and customer focused, emphasis on teamwork, preeminence of technology, flattened structure, connected and paperless, the current trends that we are seeing in organizations. Yeah, connected and paperless, networking being widely practiced and emphasized upon. There are new workforce expectations, concern for work-life balance, speed, participatory management, diverse cultures, stressing ethical conduct and integrating social values with business culture, strengthening of leadership process, creating a learning culture, managing organization learning. Organization per se and individual also become very important because these are brand brands which the individuals would like to serve in the future. Yeah, see, look at some of the definitions of management. And organization. It's a consciously coordinated social unit. Yeah, Neha, what is it? Praveen, not audible at all. Check it, because I know when I'm asking that question, multiple students are responding that I'm audible. See, what my instruction would be, if you are attentive in what's going on, and once you have the book, you know, the whole concepts would be clear to you. So you don't need to actually sit down and copy all. Yeah, you would get, maybe not in the exact language and format, but yeah, it's all there in the book. The first chapter. First chapter. Right? So management refers to a process of organizing resources and directing human efforts for the successful accomplishment of organizational goals and objectives. In other words, management can be defined as a universal phenomenon that involves making optimum utilization of available resources to achieve predetermined goals. It's a set of activities directed at the efficient utilization of resources in the pursuit of one or more goals. So the main objective of management is to draw maximum output out of minimum efforts and resources. Therefore, it is essential for organization to inculcate an efficient management process. Effective management helps in ensuring the smooth and coordinated functioning of an organization, which in turn increases the overall organizational productivity. In addition, it enables an organization to keep pace with changes in the dynamic business environment. Yeah, this is Dr. Matthew here. Yeah, Alok, if you look at an organization, what we are seeing is it's a, you know, coming together of some people, group of people that functions on a relatively continuous basis, in the sense there are newer goals and objectives that needs to be achieved, you know, every quarterly or maybe every 6 months or maybe in every year. Which point is that you're not getting, please, Anjana? Anjana, which points? The same points? Okay. The management is a set of activities directed at the efficient utilization. In the sense, what are the different resources you require to run the organization? Yeah, could you respond to that? Men, material, money, resources, labor, all that are required. Yeah, all that are required. So if you look at the presence and the concept of management, why do you need an efficient management? The first question that arises is, why do you need an effective management? Why do you need an efficient management, isn't it? Can we do without management? So it's a process of creating and maintaining an environment in which individuals work together to achieve predefined goals by making the optimum utilization of all the available, of all the available resources. However, management is a vast field that extends beyond the corporate milieu. In the sense, we are looking at not just the business organizations, we are looking at any institution which employs people for the service of society, for the service of mankind. So if you look at how do they actually work efficiently, it's with the human, financial and physical resources to achieve organizational objectives by performing the planning, organizing, leading and controlling functions. Right? If you look at the last definition, can you all see the last definition, please? It's a problem solving process of effectively achieving organizational why is it problem solving process being put in red? Why do you think I brought up this word of problem solving process? The first definition says continuous basis. Continuous basis, which means all that has been predicted or planned doesn't happen the same way. Hence, there are newer challenges, as I said in my introductory points, there are newer challenges facing organization and management. With the current ambiguity and unpredictability, this is nothing is planned, nothing happens as per the complete plan that has been made. So it's a constant, there's a constant problem solving process as per the customer expectation, the societal expectations. And resources, as I said, yes, good, Anupam. Yeah, there has to be number of plans today. Scarce resources in a changing environment. Why I'm stressing here is because some of you said that they need explanation. Is that clear now? All the definitions that have been talked about. So while summarizing the concept of management, I would say it consists in guiding human and physical resources into dynamic, hard-hitting organization unit that attains its objectives to the satisfaction of those served with a high degree of morale and a sense of attainment on the part of those rendering the services. It's a creation and maintenance of an internal environment in an enterprise where individuals working in groups can perform efficiently and effectively towards attainment of group goals. So if you look at three keywords, it's about a coordinated social unit, common set of goals, efficiency, organization